Hi, my name's Kevin and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to have a look at machining this. It's a fixed steady for a lathe. I bought my lathe several months ago now and I got a load of bits and pieces with it, and this was one of the items. At the time I had a quick look at it and I thought that's okay, but it doesn't line up. Where this sits on the bed to the centre line here isn't the same as what it is on the lathe, so to the chuck centre. Roughly it's about 8.5 mils too thick this way, so we're going to have to reduce that, machine that down by roughly 8.5 mil. I've just got to recheck that and then recut this V. So it shouldn't be too bad a job. We'll do it on the mill. The surfaces, this surface is level to this surface here. If I just undo this, these two surfaces here are parallel to each other, so we've got somewhere to reference off when we set it up in the milling machine. Let's just do this back up. So yeah, so that's not going to be too bad. This one will be a bit more of a headache. We'll have to try and set that up, in relation to the cutter on the mill. So we'll have a bit of a messing around with that. The other problem is this side here isn't parallel and right at a perfect right angle to here, because there's a certain amount of pattern draft in this piece, or shrinkage when it cooled after it was made. So we're going to have to, we'll probably put it up against an angle plate, and then we'll just have to shim it out until this surface here is dead level to the cuttings. So yeah, we'll have a look at that, but we'll go out to the milling machine and we'll start setting this up in the mill. I've done some marking out on here. I don't know if you may be able to just see that. There are my sort of reference lines where it needs to be machined down to. So anyway, we'll have a look at that. So what we'll do is we'll cut this off here, and then we'll just using a roughened end mill, and then we'll fly cut it to give us a nice finish. So right, we're here at the mill. We've got our angle plate all fixed off and nice and level with the bed of the mill. And then I've fixed this off in here with some clamps and that. And I've also got some shims just down the bottom here, just to get this surface here level with the cutting edge. And what I'm going to do first, because we've got some machining marks in here, I think I'm just going to fly cut this surface just to give us a nice measuring surface. Once I've done that, I'll then set up for the V, and we'll get that V cut down to the depth where we need it, and then we'll finish off by machining the rest of the bottom off to suit the height of the lathe, which, like I said before, was about 8.5 mil. So anyway, so we'll set up the fly cutter. I've got it in here at the moment, and we'll then set up and fly cut that. Well, here's the finished steady. The machining's all done and finished with, so the surface come out pretty well. I'm happy with the result, and it's sitting nice and square on the lathe now and nice and true to the centre of the chuck, so I'm very happy with that. Anyway, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and we'll have a look at another video in the not too distant future. Thanks a lot.